Okay, guys, it is Friday, coming to you with a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of explanation. Week one is fantastic. Great numbers, overall energy of the gym was great. Week two, even better. I thought the energy of the workouts were fantastic. You may have hated the workouts, but it looked like the overall energy of the workouts and the class sizes were just great. Looks like we've had a lot of people still continuing to lose this week, which is the whole goal of everything. It's one that's just awesome. But what I wanted to come to with a quick video about today is kind of cheat meals / alcohol. And the reason I want to come to it today is because you see people do really well on week one. They're motivated, they're encouraged, so therefore they're really strict during that weekend of week one. Then they come into week two, everybody crushed it again, doing good, seems like the food's good, and then all of a sudden you're feeling accomplished. Maybe you feel like you earned something and you feel like, okay, I'm going to loosen it up a little this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and have a couple pieces of pizza, and I'm going to have a glass or two of red wine or 2 or 3 beers with that. That's okay. That's part of it. I want this challenge to be realistic. I want it to be real about everyday life, and it's okay to have that occasionally. We should incorporate that. That's our life. That's our culture. We work hard. We play hard. We just got to work harder than we play. So with that being said, is going into this week 3 and 4 of challenges, or the middle of a challenge, is when we see that dip. We see people kind of lay off the gas a little bit. So I want to encourage you to step on that gas even harder. Let's really push through week 3 and 4, and you'll see 5 or 6. You do even better than trying to catch back up. So with that being said, don't be afraid to, have something outside of the ordinary that you would typically have this weekend. Just calculate it into your macros. Make sure it fits. So again, get a hard workout in. Maybe conserve your calories a little bit through the mid-morning. If you want to have a bigger dinner, then go for it. But I want to talk about what happens when your body has to metabolize or you consume alcohol, and why I would try to avoid it as long as possible. Again, a little bit here and there is not a problem, but if you're sitting down and going to have 2 or 3 drinks, I just want to let you know what's going to happen. On paper, you can probably fit 2 or 3 beers, wines, vodkas, whatever it is, into your nutrition plan, and it fit. But what happens when the body consumes alcohol is it actually shuts down all fat metabolism. So ideally, you're burning fat, you're losing weight. That's the whole idea of this, or leaning out. When the body consumes alcohol, which is a poison, your body has to stop all the metabolizing of fat that it's currently doing and do what it can to metabolize the alcohol to push it out of your system, because it does not want it in your system, because it's not supposed to be in your system. So when that happens, it halts the metabolism to another direction to get rid of the alcohol. So when that happens, that regresses you from the fat burning state that you should be in during this challenge, especially going into week number 2. So just something to think about. So again, whether that's a Budweiser, whether that's a vodka water, whether that's a glass of red wine, one of them are not better than the other. From a calorie standpoint, red wine may be a little higher than a vodka water, but from an internal fat metabolizing standpoint, it's the amount of alcohol. So actually, the harder the alcohol, the worse it is for your metabolism, which a lot of people think it's the opposite. So you see people who are trying to be healthy, they drink a lime, vodka water instead of having a glass of red wine. It's truly the alcohol content that slows down and stops everything. So just something to think about when you decide to have that drink or that additional, meal that you typically wouldn't have after you've been doing this for 2 weeks. Again, it's okay to live. It's okay to enjoy. You just need to understand what happens when you do it, and is it worth it for you, especially during the strict 6 weeks. So something to think about. Other than that, keep pushing, keep going hard. Excited about week 3. The coaches are really going to be on top of you this week. As I said, week 3 and 4, we see a dip. And with this challenge, I don't want there to be a dip. I think everybody's made great progress before. People are learning. They're understanding food. They're understanding how to look at food. And they're keeping it realistic, which is, again, my whole goal of this entire challenge. So we're excited about week 3. Get amped up about week 3. Push hard this weekend to get prepped, to be prepared for week 3. And let's make it happen, guys.